All right, everybody. So you can see the tree that I'm in on the right. There's a triple sort of cluster right in sort of the middle of the pool, back of the fence, and then a smaller oak in the what was the back left corner. Here's Stanley just giving you a view all the way around. We're kind of getting in where you see that white fence end on the right side there. There was a chain link fence that we took down, but the poles are still there. Anyway, it's a pretty tight area. So here we are doing a little rigging. And yeah, there's a little space. You can't quite see the poles. You'll be able to see them later, but so yep, we got Ross in red, Lucas in green, working together, getting some branches down, pulling them out with the mini, chipping in what is actually the neighbor's yard. All right, taking another top, reaching over. Pretty cold out. This is actually from last year, 2019. I've had this footage for a while, but you'll see it's not really complete. You don't get to see us doing the wood, which was actually kind of neat. There you go, sliding through. Nice big, healthy red oak. The homeowner's just getting sick of the leaves in the pool and just the gigantic oak trees leaning over his pool. So here we're the next day finished brushing out this stately oak, and we're using the Vermeer to rig branches off of the tree that I'm in because it's even worse set up for lowering branches. So we're using two lines, one in the tree that I'm in and one in the tree that I was in the day before, which is kind of neat because we can slow down the branches that go over to that rigging point, get them out a little easier instead of having to try to rig stuff over the pool. And the line, it's a blue line, so I'm just going to call it the blue line. The blue line that's in the tree that I'm in acts as like a retrieval line for that other line that's in the stick there, or stub if you're from the West Coast or wherever you're from. But yeah, so instead of having to try to whip that rope all the way across, you just tie it right onto the rigging line that's in the tree that I'm in. Anyway, so we're lowering across. And the nice thing about it is there was a little decay in the tree that's growing back into the other neighbor's yard. And so we're really not putting that much force, aside from my own weight and a little bit of rigging onto the tree that I'm in, which maybe Stanley will get a complete aerial view, but the tree I'm in is leaning out over. The top is in the middle of the pool, basically. So here we are, one hand in a saw. Once again, wicked cold out. Middle of the winter, so we're not working quite as much. Yeah, the homeowner wanted the ground to be frozen because we were driving on his neighbor's yard. And this one's nice. Yeah, just slowing it down so it doesn't go friggin' blasting at that oak stick at 1,000,000 miles an hour, which you get a little bit of a better perspective in some of the shots about kind of how far away we are from that big oak. And yeah, Lucas and Ross got a big challenge here because we could set Ross up with this redirect on the other side like we are here. On this limb, doesn't happen so much, but on the last one, if he had been there, I mean, the limb would be basically passing right over him, which you see he doesn't stand under it anyway. And the reason we're using the Vermeer, the Porty that's on the branch manager there, is to do some tightening up as well as lifting in some cases. It did get in the way a bit. Everything was kind of getting in the way. You could see the posts from the from that chain link fence. So it was real tricky for Lucas and Ross on this one. We're taking another one. Gives you a little idea how far away that is. Once again, real neat to be able to just use that blue line that I'm rigging with just to pull the other line over. And yeah, you can see the way that red line is. We're at the same height. So yeah, I had that Vermeer there just in case that was so low that we wanted to pick it up a little bit. Though for these we didn't need to. And yeah, that real broad limb is going to be a big pain in the ass to get that on the ground with the ropes the way they are and the pool there. Don't want to go for a swim in the middle of the winter. Yeah, real awkward top. I'm like leaning out like that. Another little awkward one. I got a little redirect there. Try to slide it through this, which we're lucky, except she caught my rope, so that was a little artificial slowdown. And then we'll get to, drag the ropes through the slush. Gotta love that on a nice winter day. Cool shot. My buddy Stanley's running the drone for us, which we do occasionally. Rarely, honestly. Yep, one hand in the saw again. Yep, just enough clearance, really. You can see that, well, anybody that's done it, if you try to rig something that far away and you don't have something to slow it down, I mean, the thing's going to go, I mean, it's really going to pick up some speed. Yeah, that brown color, that's all where they all throw their leaves and stuff, so that's what you can see there. We made a big mess with that. So this is the back leader, which really wasn't very exciting, just kind of more of the same. You'll see this limb. And so yeah, we're redirecting off of that main trunk where we started back to this back one. And there was more decay than and you see Ross here picking that up, standing it up with the Vermeer, which is, yeah, I mean, it's way faster than using like a Steiner and a GRCS. And real convenient. Sometimes you can be real quick about it. Anyway, so we're redirecting off of that main stem onto the back stem because I knew there was some decay in it, but there was more than I observed more once I actually got up into the tree. And that thing's reaching way out into the neighbor's yard. So, yeah, keeping options open with the rigging to bring the rigging line back to the main trunk. And once again, useful to have that blue rope right by me because then I can pull the main rigging line from that big oak over to me. And yeah, here you go. You can see how much fun Lucas and Ross are having here just to get this friggin' branch down. And then out and around the corner of this whatever vinyl fence in 15-degree weather and trying not to drag anything against it and risk breaking it, which thankfully we didn't even have, no breakage. Yeah, that's a real nice oak. It would have been nice if we could have got like a 12-foot log out of there. Anyway, this is the top. It's in a real awkward shape. I could have gone up a little higher and taken it, but just the way the branches wanted to go, and yeah, you can see how far out I am, and how and yeah, I'm basically a little lower than my tie-in point, but and yeah, quite far away from the point that we're rigging to. So I was just like, we're taking this whole top, and I'm not redirecting it onto the stem that I'm on because it's rotten, and I just can't wait to get this top out. And I can't even really have him tension it very much back to that red rigging line because just hand pulling it is moving me quite a bit. So I'm like, you know what, we're just going to send it back to the main thing and It's going to run into those arborvitaes, you'll see. But we got the Mini there to pick it up if we need to. And I figured it'd clear the fence, which we'll see in a moment. Yeah, it's one of those moments where you just can't wait to get rid of that top. And it's a pretty big cut, which I think there's another shot closer to me. Yeah, there she goes. And yeah, we snapped the little top off of that little sassafras, and then yeah, caught it on the arborvitaes, missed the fence, picked it right up out of there, and yeah, hooray, Lucas and Ross to try to play with that stupid thing to get it down. But yeah, it was just tight. There was really nothing better that we could have done. Maybe there is, but it was tricky. And yeah, there you see the piece. I mean, it's a pretty big cut. And how far away I am from my tie-in. Yeah, it would have been nice to get a video. The drone kept running out of batteries, and then Stan couldn't come the next day, so we couldn't get all the video. But the wood coming down was good. I mean, we just blocked it all down, redirected a bunch of stuff, and thankfully had the Mini there to move all the wood out of there. And yeah, the snowy day we used the Ford to back the chipper in because the International wouldn't go. Ford's got the 4-wheel drive. And yeah, there's all the fun happening there. Anyway, so little look into Massachusetts. Yeah, there's Stanley, our faithful drone companion. He's in the film biz. Yeah, little look into a wintry day at Fatma Tree, Central Massachusetts. All right, cheers, guys. Wish we could have got some more footage of the wood coming down. And that left side, it was pretty easy. We were able to rig everything out right onto the ground there and then drag it out separately. But and for the record, I'm sure we could have done some stuff better. I know earlier I say I couldn't have done anything better, which is obviously not true. I mean, we had some disorganization, redirects were in the way, but it was pretty tight. It was a slow go job, middle of the winter, very cold. Everybody's bundled up. I'm in my snow boots, so we did the best we could and got it all done. So anyway, cheers, guys.